the fear of it all going away, the fear of losing it all is something that I've always been aware of.
The fear of losing it all is not something you just need to be aware of. You need to do something about it. And that's what we're going to talk about in this episode of the Side Hustle to Win experience. This is where we get together to discuss the issues that you really care about. In this episode, we're going to talk about how it's important to get them gains, but it is just as important, if not more, to lock them gains. We're going to give some real world examples of how I lock my gains in Bankroll Vault and Stonks. Because at the end of the day, you don't need to be afraid of losing everything if you lock in them gains. So if this is the kind of content that you like more of, please like, subscribe, and click on that notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload. Before I get started, please follow me on Telegram, t.me/sidehustle to win one, and also like my page on Facebook, facebook.com/sidehustle to win one. All right, so I'm going to talk about two real world examples where I locked in my gains with Bankroll Vault and with Stonks. Now, these are two things I got into recently. I put out a bunch of videos on Bankroll Network, so you know that I believe in the longer term project for Bankroll Network. And also I got into recently Stonks, and I'm going to compare the two of them so that you can see the side hustle perspective between the two. All right, let's go ahead and first talk about Bankroll Vault. Now, this thing came hot out of the gates, right? I mean, what was the peak price? 0.95, as you can see, and what was the bottom? Bottom was 0.299. See, that would have been a great buy right there if you did pick some up, because it pumped up to 0.55, so that's almost a 2x, right? So now let's go ahead and talk about how to lock in those gains. And it's actually the one principle behind it, and it's very simple, but it is so hard to do. Now, I know I have some of the smartest subscribers on the internet, and you probably know exactly what I'm going to talk about, but we're going to say it right now. It's very simple. You buy low, you sell high. You buy low, you sell high. Sure, it sounds easy to do, but when in practice, it's hard because you have to change your mindset. Literally, you have to go in and tell yourself, buy low, sell high. That's hard to do, right? So for me, I think I bought some at the low here and I sold at the high here. And then I bought the low here and I sold a little bit at the top. So for things that I believe in the longer term prospects, I never sell completely, right? I never exit my position completely because you would hate for it to pump a lot and you have nothing left. What I will do is this. When it hits the top right here, I take a certain percentage off. I lock in some profits, 10, 20%, it doesn't matter where it is. Save some of that. And then when it goes to these dips, you buy it back cheaper for more tokens. And then you sell those extra tokens at the top for some profit. So that way you lock in those gains, right? This way, you're not afraid of losing it all when it comes down to here. In fact, you have some profits up here and you're like, oh, I'm good. I lock in my profits. It comes down here. Maybe this right now is a good time to buy. And boom, it comes up to here, pumps this high. And you're like, oh, maybe now I take some more profits, shave some percentage off. And then something like Stonk. Now Stonk, you can see the website right here. This was launched, a day or two ago, and it's gotten a lot of hype, and you can tell it's obviously a meme, right? So when I got into this, I had a strategy of this is a shorter term play for me, but I knew it was gonna pump. Now, some of you have reached out to your boy Side Hustle and say, hey, how do you get into these projects? What determines that, hey, you want to get into something like Bankroll Vault? What determines that you want to get into something like Stonk? What is your strategy when you get into it? What is your exit strategy? Now, I don't have time to really make a video about all that because, a lot of it happens so fast. But some of them have mentioned, oh, why don't you set up a Patreon page and just, put updates there about what you're doing. So I'm not a financial advisor, obviously, but maybe as with the Patreon page, I can give more updates about what I'm doing. And then that way you guys have more access to me. I don't know if it's something I want to do yet. Leave a comment section in the comments below if that's something that you would like to see me do. But anyhow, for me, Stonk was a shorter term play for me as of right now. And Bankroll Vault, longer term play. So when I got into Stonks, I had a strategy of if I'm looking to get a 2x, 3x, and then I'm good. With Bankroll Vault, I'm looking to get some profits at these tops and build my position at the dips. So with Stonk, and I'm just gonna give an example, and this thing did actually 3x, probably like 6 to 8x if you got in at the bottom and then at the top. So I got, let's pretend you got 3x. Let's divide by the half. You got 3x out of this. You bought 1 Ethereum, you got 3 Ethereum. And then in Bankroll Vault, taking the profits, buying the dips, you got 1 extra Ethereum. So 1 Ethereum profit. So you got 2 Ethereum in Bankroll Vault, 3x from Stonk. Now, what do you do with that extra Ethereum? You could take it and put it back in, right? But then you're afraid of losing it all again, right? So what you do is this. You lock in them gains. You take that profit, the 2 Ethereum from Stonk, the 1 Ethereum from Bankroll Vault, and you lock it into a platform like Crypto.com. And as you can see right now, you can buy crypto with 0% credit card fee. The 3.5% fee is waived right now. So that's good, right? So let's give a little overview about Crypto.com. If you saw my beginner guide to crypto, you know that this platform is one of my favorites to buy because Crypto.com is actually doing big things when it comes to adopting crypto. They have an exchange where you can buy and sell different cryptocurrencies, right? So then, boom, you can see here, Crypto.com exchange. You could trade it. Let's go back to Crypto.com. They have an app that you can download for both iOS and Google Play. This is one of the slickest apps. This app has gone a long way from where it has in the beginning. I think it's pretty much, in comparison, it's probably as good as the Coinbase app, which I think is very user-friendly, very intuitive. Crypto.com have done a lot of things to try to do that. So they have cards, which I will talk about a little bit. They got this obsidian metal black and these different cards, different colors, you know, rose gold, silver, so on and so forth. And then let's go ahead and give a breakdown. So you could get the free card if you don't stake any MCO at all and get 1% back on crypto. If you stake 50 MCO, you get 2% back when you in crypto. You also get a Spotify membership. And if you're balling out of control, big baller, and you can stake 50,000 MCO, you get 5% cash back. Free Spotify, Netflix, Prime, Expedia. You earn bonus interest, Airbnb. Now, why am I talking about the cards? It's all gonna tie it together. I'm gonna tie it all together and put it in a nice, neat little bow for you, right? And I wanna talk about this. Oh, and in fact, if you sign up using a link in the description below, and you stake at 50 MCO, you will get 50 USD in MCO tokens, and so will your boy SideHustle. A community that learns together, earns together, right? And why is it important to stake at least 50 MCO? I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. But if you stake at 50 MCO, you could get this card right here. It's metal, so it's heavy, and ladies love the colors, right? So anytime when a lady grabs my card, you know, usually what's the first thing they say? And they're like, ooh, it's so hard. I'm like, yeah, of course, baby. It's made of metal, right? Okay, maybe that was a little bad joke, sorry, but literally I've had somebody said that to me. I'm just letting you know, All right, so why is it important to stake 50 MCO? Not only you get the card that gives you 2% MCO rewards on all your spending, you get free Spotify, it's because of this. On top of everything they're doing, they got a wallet, you can pay, you can invest, credits, but the magic that we're gonna talk about is earn. So right now, if you deposit your crypto onto the platform, you can earn up to 8% PA on your crypto. PA stands for per annum, which is per year, and up to 12% per annum for stable coins, right? Simple interest that's paid weekly in your crypto. So now we're gonna compare the staking versus non-staking benefits. Right now, 504 or more MCO, you get these kind of percentages. And this is the reason why I said staking 50 MCO is important, because if you don't stake 50 MCO, you're not getting, you know, right here, you can put the switch, 50 MCO stake. 3 months, you get up to 6% interest on the coins you stake. For the superior coins, 1 month, up to 4%, flexible, 2%. And what does that mean? Let's pretend you take the 2 ETH that you earn from Stonk and the 1 ETH from Bankroll Vault, so you got 3 ETH. You can have that fear of losing it all, or you put it on a platform like Crypto.com where you know it's very low risk and you're earning interest, right? Now we know with Ethereum 2.0 coming out, you're supposed to be able to stake your Ethereum and earn rewards. But did you know you need to have 32 ETH in order to stake it natively to earn interest? And Ethereum 2.0 has been pushed back, the release date. Well, I don't need Ethereum 2.0 right now. I can wait for that because I can just go ahead and stake it on Crypto.com right now and earn interest. You lock your gains away in the vault so you're not afraid of losing it, and you're earning interest on top of that. That's a double come up. That's a win-win, right? Win for locking in your gains and win for earning your interest. And they pay it out. So what are the differences between these terms? Flexible means you lock it in, or actually you're not locking it in. You can withdraw it anytime, but you have to put it in for at least a week to earn the interest because they pay the interest out weekly. If you lock it in for a month, you get a higher percent interest. Lock it in for 3 months, a higher percent interest on top of that. So what I like to do is I take those gains from Stonk and Bankroll Vault and I lock in my gains in Crypto.com and I put it in there and I'm not touching that because just in case the one Ethereum and Bankroll Vault and whatever Ethereum I threw in Stonk, that, I lose it all for whatever reason, the projects, just takes a big dive, right? I still have all of my gains in Crypto.com earning interest for me, right? While I'm waiting for this Ethereum 2.0 to come out, which we don't know yet. It's supposed to be Q3, but we'll see. I'm already earning interest on that. And I can take a look at it and be sleeping. This is my comfy stack right here, right? I feel super comfortable with my stack earning interest in here. Originally, I had it set to flexible because I was expecting Ethereum 2.0 to be out right around this time. They were talking about in June, and now June happens and it's not there. So I put it up into the 1 month, so I earn a little bit more interest. But you need to stake 50 MCO to get some of this interest, or you can stake 500. See, right now, flexible is up to 2%, but if you stake 500 MCO, it doubles up to 4%, right? That's the difference between the two. 2, 4 for the flexible. And so try to stake at least 50 MCO so that way you get a card and you can earn interest on your crypto. And that's how your boy SideHustle locks in my gains in Bankroll Vault, locked in my gains from Stonk, and how I'm not afraid of losing it all because I lock it in with Crypto.com earn. And if you want to do that, click the link on the description below, purchase 50 MCO tokens and stake it. You've been enjoying the content in this video. Here are a few other videos that I think you'd be into. If you have not done so by now, please like, share, subscribe, and click on that notification bell. And as always, leave things better than when you found them and get your hustle on.